Spend a day with me as a content creator. I'm trying to do my makeup, but this pimple has taken residency on my face. So anyways, here's me doing the rest of my makeup. If I'm not filming, usually I'll be watching One Piece. My biggest flex is that I started One Piece a few months ago, and now I'm on episode 900. I ate a quick lunch and then started filming a video. Here is some footage of an earring that I designed. I left my house at about 3 p.m. and ran some errands. Here's me driving and yawning because I flew in from Atlanta yesterday. I should be sleeping! I then dropped my parents off to go to the airport, and here's my dad trying to give me a hug.
No.
Why are they so awkward? From there, I drove to my friend's house. My friend is a voice actor and he wanted some makeup done today. I didn't film the makeup process, but I did get this small clip.
You can stand straight. What are you doing?
I don't know.
At this point, it's about 5 p.m, so I headed to Trader Joe's to buy some groceries. Have you guys ever seen this before? I got this sparkling lemonade tea to try. Here's me trying to eat healthy. At 7 p.m, I had a girl snack, which is literally French bread and cheddar cheese. And of course, some more One Piece because I had to put in the work to get to episode 900. Here I am winding down and doing some editing on my iPad. I'm so locked in right now. At around 9 p.m, my friend came and dropped off some red velvet cupcakes. And from now on, it's just One Piece brain rot and horizontal time. I also forgot to eat dinner, so here's me eating those cupcakes. Now it is about 1:30 a.m. and that was my entire day.
Guess what just showed up on my front door? Yeah. The full new Skull Panda collection. Look at them, look at them, look at them, look at them. Let's unbox them, let's unbox them, let's unbox them. My favorites are Blossom, Lightning, Windflower, and Miss is my all-time favorite. Let's start with the one in the middle. She's beautiful. Oh my god. They all have this like cover on them, I think to protect their heads. And then of course the eyes move. I don't typically love the yellow ones, but I love her. Oh my god. Oh, she's my favorite. I think she's supposed to be a moth. Wait, hold on. My favorite part. This one is Amber. She's one of the ones I'm less excited about, but she's still so stunning. Oh, the green one! This one is Pond. I really want to see the red one. Oh, this one is Lightning. I think she's going to be one of the favorites. Little cape, beautiful makeup. She's a diva. I can't believe this. Wow! Oh my god. Wait, she matches my hair. Wait. Also, don't even worry, I'm gonna do their makeup for sure. I like this better than the Winter Symphony blue one, and she has purple highlights on her cheek. I don't know if you can see it. And this one is Dew. Last one. And this one has to be the pink one because I don't want the secret. Exactly. And she is Windflower. A cool tone liner. Anyways, these are my children. I gave birth to them and I would go to war for them. So I found this eye look on Pinterest and I think I have the lashes to recreate it, so let's try it. I don't typically use colors like this, but this is what she has, so we're just gonna go with it. And you want this shade to be kind of flesh toned. She has dark brown liner, but I'm gonna use black because it's all I have. Okay, that like changed my eye shape. It's freaking me out a little bit. I was like, I'm gonna use this cool pink because that's what she does. And then I used black eyeliner and then this glitter color that she doesn't use. It's fine though. The makeup look is about changing your eye shape. I kind of look like a cow. The hardest part is going to be drawing on the lower lashes, and my lower lash liner is frazzled. I haven't drawn my lower lashes in a hot minute. Okay, I fixed my makeup off camera and now I'm back. It was not giving, but that's okay because sometimes that's just what happens when you try new things. And I'm learning to be okay with it. Today, I'm going to recreate this eye look. I'm going to take some of my lightest concealer on the back of my hand. And I don't usually do this, but I really want the inner corner highlight to pop. So I'm going to take some of it on a flat brush and create that little inner corner highlight that she has. Blend out the edges a little bit. Taking a matte highlight, this one is from Judy Doll. Pat on top of the little highlight. This makes the highlight a lot darker than what you can get with just the powder. What if I just went out like this? And I'm going to create a halo eye. Basically what that means is filling out the inner corner of your top lid and also the outer corner of your top lid. Also bring it down the outer corner of your bottom lash line. Take your sparkliest red shadow. This one is Mothership 5. I like taking it on my finger, but I'm just gonna pat it in. Like the pigment is crazy. Fill in a halo. Same red and line the rest of your bottom lash line. Her red glitter is a little bit chunkier, so I'm going to take this glitter shade from the same palette.
I'm taking an angled eyeliner brush. Recreate that wing that she has. On top of the red liner, she also has regular black liner. Just don't cover the red wing with it. So the little inner corner triangle. She has bottom lashes that point outward, so I'm going to draw them. I'm using the You Cool Me Fairy Lashes. For lips, I think I'm going to go with something more neutral since the eye is so bold. I'm going to use this Girl Cult Lippy. Apply some only in the center of my top lip. I added on my favorite dark filter, and this is the finished look. Also peep the claw clip. I actually really like this makeup look.
I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it, but I have to try.
I love this eye look, so I'm gonna try to recreate it.
Also, if the camera quality looks different, it's because I'm filming on my digicam today. Let me know if you like it. I'm gonna start off with some brown eyeshadow. Concentrate this on the inner corner. Put some on the outer corner. And make it into a sharper shape. Same shade, draw in my egg yolk cell. Put my lightest concealer on the back of my hand like a palette. And I'm going to use a flat brush and carve out the crease shape. Bring it in a little bit and create the wing. Ooh, the hardest part is always making it even on the other side. It looks kind of crazy. I think that's pretty good. Blend out the concealed parts a little bit so that they're not creasing. And set it immediately with the matte highlighter. Using a pinky brown, place this in the center of my lid. She has a gap between her lower lash line and the fake one that she created, but that doesn't look good on me, so I'm just gonna go straight on my lower lash. Next is eyeliner, and this should really help hold the whole look together. Following the curve of this wing, but a little bit lower. Okay, inner corner liner. I think this is gonna look good. Next, my bottom lashes, I'm using my bent Druidie doll liner. Goes outwards in like a cluster. Goes outwards and then inwards. Oh, I want to add some glitter, but maybe I shouldn't. Okay, maybe just a little bit. This one is from Juicy. In the center. It just always feels like something is missing without glitter. Give myself a little beauty mark. For lips, I'm thinking either this rose color or this taupe color. I think I'm gonna go with rose. This one is the Rose Crush Lip Oil from Retour de Fille. For my top lip, I'm going to overline it a little bit with this Huda lip liner. Do you see how I created like a little extra dimension? And then go back in with the lip. For lashes, I'm using these You Cool Me Furry ones. I'm gonna go from long to short. Setting spray. Okay, this is a finished look. What do we think? Personally, I think I ate this up.
Girl Cult is my go-to brand for colors that aren't typical. Also, look at the packaging. So let's swatch them. This one is like a black iridescent color. Oh my god. That's crazy. Girl Cult also is a Chinese brand. I feel like it's kind of hard to find this shade in America. But do you see how it's a little unconventional? If I saw someone wearing this in public, I'd be like, what are you wearing? This one is J804. This one is a more natural color. Yeah, I feel like this is like an everyday gloss, but I do think that the glitters in it are very pretty, like they reflect the light really well. Also, this is not sponsored because every single Girl Cult product I have, I bought myself. Next, I want to try the green one. Oh, tip is flimsier than usual. Dang, the pigment on this for a gloss is crazy. I just realized it has pink sparkles in it too. Also, somehow does match my eye look. The other ones I have are a little bit more normal. This one is G71. It's like a nudish brown. Oh. I was worried it was gonna look like concealer lips on me, but it's so pretty. It's extremely nude, but I don't think I've ever had a My Lips But Better shade than this. Next one I have is like a cool tone pink. This one is M59. Okay, I wasn't sure if a cool tone pink was gonna look good on me, but that's crazy. This actually might be one of my new favorite shades. You can eat with these on and it will come off a little bit, of course, but the overall color will still stay there. And it won't look like crunchy or patchy throughout the day. The last one I have is a bullet lipstick, also packaging. This one is almost like a wearable greenish brown. I don't think I have anything like this. Oh yeah, it's green.
Okay, so the sparkles are green, but the base is like a cool dark brown. It's definitely unconventional, but I also do think it's kind of wearable. It goes with this look really well. I don't usually use bullet lipsticks, but like it filled in all the lines on my lips. It's so pretty. I love makeup and I love unconventional colors. That's all of them. Thank you for coming to my Girl Cult Shill video. Girl Cult, if you're seeing this, please sponsor me. So the bad news is I didn't film a tutorial, but the good news is I did get footage. You guys have been asking me for this look, and this is the reference photo that I used. I just changed the colors a little bit. I'm using a neutral brown shadow to create a halo eye effect, which is basically shading the outer corner and the inner corner and then leaving the middle open. Next, I'm concentrating a muted purple where I place the halo. Then going on top with a glitter from the same Cheeriet palette and going back over the halo with some black. To find the bottom lash line with the same purple shadow. For freckles, I'm using freckles. It's PH Freckles, like freckles, but you take the stick and then you kind of splatter it over your face, and then you can also dot it to get more exact placement. Don't forget your neck if you are wearing a tank top like I am, and blushing your collarbones also helps to make it all look more cohesive. I'm using a Huda Beauty lip stain on my top lip and diffusing it with my fingers to make it look more defined. Next is liner. I always do my liner the same way, but I get a billion questions about which liner I use. This is the Judy doll one, and then I'm lining my bottom lash line with a dark brown liner. I have 0 bottom lashes, so I'm using the same liner to draw them on. Lashes, don't forget to curl your eyelashes first. I'm using lash clusters instead of strip lashes because I think they look better on me. For lips, I'm using the Isamaya Black Veil Lip Serum, and then I'm going over top with Metal from the same brand. And this is the finished look. I'm glad you guys liked it enough to ask me for a video. Sorry I didn't think about filming a tutorial. Anyways, I don't know why I'm making a bunch of faces, but anyways, bye! Guess we got invited to an ENHYPEN concert! It's actually Baby's first K-pop concert. I'm Baby. I don't know anything about K-pop, but Mixun invited me out and I was like, watching guys dance for free? Count me in. This is my makeup inspo for today. I really love her blush placement, so I'm gonna try to recreate something similar. I don't usually wear my blush so far out from my face, so let's see how this is gonna go. If it looks bad, I'm gonna crash out. And because I'm going out, I'm gonna bake. If your nose gets oily throughout the day like mine does, you should try baking because after I set it, it like doesn't get oily. Some people have told me that I look like I'd be into K-pop, and then they were surprised when I told them I didn't know anything about it. Like, I know a little bit about Cat's Eye and some of the songs that trend online, but that's about the extent of it. Oh, and I watched K-pop Demon Hunters and that was pretty good. But otherwise, I'm like a weeb through and through. I don't know what it is about K-pop. Maybe it's the fact that they're like real people. I've never idolized like an actual person before. I have friends that are into K-pop and I'm bringing one as a +1, so maybe this will be like my awakening. Usually don't wear this much blush, but this is the vibe for today. I've been using a lot of C Beauty brands recently, but I do use a good mix of Korean, Chinese, and American beauty products. If you guys would like to see a video of my favorite Chinese makeup, let me know. I actually bought this with my own money. It was like $40 something and I never used it, so we're gonna use it today. I think that's really pretty and I'm glad I have it, but would I buy it again for $42? Probably not. I'm gonna do a really simple eyeshadow look because the blush and the glitter is already a lot. I'm also quite nervous about this event because I heard that there's only gonna be 12 other creators there. Most of the time the events I go to, there's a lot more people. And I'm socially anxious, so this is either going to go good or bad. I'll try to leave a clip at the end of this to show you guys how it went. Go onto my lid with some chunkier glitter. Can't talk and do my eyeliner at the same time. I always have to lock in. I'm also gonna be on the East Coast for the next 2 weeks, so by the time I post this, I'll probably already be in New York. I'm going to Anime New York City and DragonCon, so please say hi if you see me. Like I said, I'm a weeb first. Okay. I really like this lip combo. And I do want to add some freckles. Then I gotta match my neck. So this is the finished look. What do we think? I think it's cute. I've also been enjoying freckles a lot recently. Anyways, I'll let you know how it goes. You know what? I get it. They're so handsome. They're so pretty, so I bought 3 of them and then I got this lip oil as like a gift. This is from a Chinese makeup brand called Juicy. I don't really know about their lip products, but I do really like their single glitters. This one is really, really pretty. The one I'm looking forward to the most is Vintage Brown, and then it's like a clicker situation. Oh, that's pretty. This formula is so soft. How do they do that? It almost doesn't feel like lipstick, it feels like lip balm. It's so comfortable. but also this shade on me. I don't know about this eye look, but it matches my hair really well. This would make a really pretty blush. One I have is gray pink. I'm assuming like a cool tone pink. That's so pretty! Also went on in like 5 seconds. I really like this shade. I don't know if I like it better than vintage brown. Wait, maybe I should do a half and half? This side is vintage brown, this side is gray pink. They actually look really similar. If I saw someone wearing this out in public, like both of them, I wouldn't be able to tell that they were 2 different lip colors, but because I know, I can tell that this one is slightly darker and slightly browner. I still can't tell which one I like better. Which is to say, I'm realizing I did not need to buy all 3 of them. The last one I have is called Freckle Brown. It's almost like a more beigey brown color. My favorite thing about these is how they go on in like 2 seconds. I don't know, that was so easy to apply. This one is probably my least favorite color and actually looks different from the other 2. Last thing I have from them is a lip oil in the shade Fussy Berry. Applicator is an interesting teardrop shape. It looks like this. I did not expect it to be sparkly. It smells like strawberries. I mean, it is really pretty. I just don't really know if it's my thing, so I'll probably try to give this away to a friend. Definitely choose these over that. Okay, bye! This is my recent obsession and also my collection of claw clips. First, we have to talk about the Maple Story one, and it's so nostalgic. Look how cute. This feels like show and tell. I have Pokemon ones. This one is Haunter and this one is Ditto. Very cute. Next, I have a Haku hair. Oh my god, is that a tongue twister? Next, I have a Haku hair clip. Bought this from an artist at a con in Seattle along with this One Piece hair clip. I'm not gonna lie, I mostly got them for the Luffy hat, but I think there was a deal and I was like, oh, I'm Haku too. I didn't name myself after this dragon, by the way. And Haku is not my real name, it's just an alias. My last silly one is this giant Chikawa clip. This one is by far my largest clip. It actually barely holds my hair. It's loose when I put my hair into it. These are like my cutesier ones. This one is a bow. When I put it on, it looks like I have a bow sticking out of my hair, and that's really cute. Kind of my go-to one because I can just wear this whenever and it goes with everything. Lives on one of my bags. Love her. And it holds so much hair. Next is this seashell one. I'm kind of sad because I had to super glue this together. It's like literally falling apart, but it's super cute. Can you imagine? Cute. Last, we have my cooler one, all metal. This one is a fishbone. I thought that I would actually like this one more, but I don't reach for it very often. The design is still really cool though, and I like how much hair it could potentially hold. Actually, that's kind of cute. Should I start using this? Aww. I have this Y2K one. I think that this one looks really cool, but it hurts to open. It reminds me of like the hex gates from Arcane. If you know, you know. If you don't know, go watch Arcane. My current most prized possession. This is by far the most well-made one out of all of them. The only thing is this one also hurts to open, and it might be because this is also metal and the handle is very small, but it's so pretty. Lastly, I have the one that I'm wearing now. This one is a metal seashell and it lives on one of my other bags. This one is also one of my favorites. I should have showed what it looked like when it was on. Hold on. Let me try to get a good angle. If you couldn't see it, that'd be really embarrassing. But yeah, that's my whole collection. Dude, look at this! I have to put it on my face right now! I love this eye look, so we are going to attempt it. Taking some concealer on the back of my hand, I'm going to carve out a little inner corner highlighter. This should make it easier for me to put color on top of it later. If I look like I'm a little bit out of it, who even wants to know that? No one wants to know that. I'm using the blue from this Shell's Jewel palette. I'm taking this lighter shade. I don't really do purple and blue eye looks anymore because it kind of reminds me of like 2016 Galaxy makeup. Not that it's like bad or anything, but it's just makeup that I used to do, and then when I remember it, it makes me cringe a little bit on the inside. This look is a little more Doing inspired and it looks so good on her, so we're gonna try it out. I've never really been good at more skillful eyeshadow looks like this, so wish me luck. Ooh. I fear I'm already starting to look a little bit like a clown. Let me just blend this out. I'm gonna mix these two together. Place this into my contour a little bit. Some lighter purple on top of everything. I'm using the darkest purple in the outer corner. Blend this into the blue. I wrap the purple around this blue. It is giving kind of 2016, but I'm not too mad about it.
yet. Taking this pink shade from the same Flower Nose palette, putting it under my eye. Pink glitter from the same palette, placing it right in the middle. Draw on my egg cell. She has this pink silver glitter on her lids. I don't know if I want to use this Juicy shadow or if I want to use this Fenty highlighter. Maybe both. It's almost like a galaxy, so I'm going to use a lighter hand. Wait. Ah! Wait. Ah! Okay. Squeeze that in there. I'm taking a matte white highlighter shade and placing it right in the inner corner. Almost looks like a highlight to the blue highlight. She doesn't have a lot of liner, to be honest, so I'm gonna create a thin wing, really thin one. I haven't worn liners this thin in ages. She doesn't have this, but it's my signature, so I'm gonna draw a little inner corner liner, draw a thin line all the way across, and a beauty mark, beauty mark, beauty mark. Looks like she has lower lash mascara, but I'm bold, so I'm just gonna draw it on. Lashes. These are my favorite. They don't sell this anymore, but I will use them anyway. Looks like her lashes are a little bit sparse, so I might not place them right next to each other. It's so strange because this feels like light makeup for me. But lastly, we're gonna do lips. That color. I don't think I'm gonna go as red as her. I'm gonna use this Doll Metal Tip Applicator Gloss. Yeah, it's slightly less red. I really like how the applicator feels, but this gloss is just okay to me. Adding some of this NYX Duck Plump on top. This is the finished look. But let me know what you think. The new unreleased Flower Nose Sweetie Bear collection? Well, yes. When I tell you my cheeks are clenched, the new collection is like bear and pastry themed. They didn't send me the full collection, but let's try on what I do have. First things first, I need blush, or else I feel like I look so strange. Like I have makeup on my face, but it's bare at the same time. The blush is a biscuit. So cute. Let's look at the embossing. Every time I open one of these, it hurts to use it. They only sent me one shade. This is in the shade 03. And I'm going to use a brush that I came with. I love collecting their blush brushes. They're so cute. They're actually quite nice blush brushes. I don't know that they need the same brush for every collection, but I'm not complaining. And let's pat some on. It's a little bit cooler than what I would normally use, but it's still within the right range where I would still reach for it. Also, you see what I mean about the blush brush? It just diffuses it so nicely. The pattern's already fading. No! I just realized that this blush matches my hair. Right? They did send me their concealer palette. It's really, really cute. But this is the one thing I'm not going to try on just because I know that I'm not going to reach for it and I would rather give it to a friend that will use it. Concealer is one of those things where you don't want to touch somebody else's, so I'm not going to try it on. Biscuit hair clip. Put this on so I can do my eyebrows later. Next is the mini setting powder. It's like a heart-shaped waffle. It does come with a key ring, and I love key rings. It looks like this with a little heart charm and a bear charm. And the powder has a little clip on top, so you just put it in like that. This one is the mini powder. It has no embossing on it, and it's honestly not very easy to get into and like use on your face. You're like on the go and you're like, oh, my nose is a little oily, and then you can like pat it down. I feel like that's really nice. I don't know if they always use the same formula, but I do generally like Flower Nose setting powders. It's like a dual eyebrow stick, and I am a little bit nervous about it. It does have like a sharp side, good for like eyebrow strokes. I think that's actually quite nice, but the color is not right. The reason why I'm nervous is because my eyebrow hairs are bald, and I don't think this is going to do anything. Okay, it does actually tint your brows. My brows are like not really existent, so you can't really tell. Lastly, they sent me two lippies. These are tiered cakes, which is really similar to their other collection, which is also a cake. This is a glossy lip. The first shade is shade 07. Oh, and it smells like chocolate. Okay, let's try it on. This is one layer, and it is very pretty, but I don't think it beats the formula. The Shell's Jewel Gloss makes your lips look like glass. This is cute, and I would wear it, but this is better. Let's try the other one. This is in shade 02. Wait, the shade is so pretty. I thought I was going to like the brown one better, but I think I actually like the lighter one. I need to bring in the mirror. What do we think? What do we think? Anyways, my favorite product from this collection has to be the blush. Other than it just being like a really smooth formula, I think it's the shade. It looks so much like my hair that when I look at it, I'm like, oh, it was made for me. Thank you so much, Flower Nose, for sending me the collection. I love reviewing them, but I also really like being the first to have them. Okay, bye.
So you want to learn how to get this eye look. Well, you've come to the right place because that's me with different hair. This has become one of my go-to eye looks, so I thought I would recreate it for y'all. First, we're gonna take a matte highlighter. This is from my Judy Doll Contour Palette. Carve out my inner corner highlight. Try to make it a nice half circle because see how it helps my nose look more snatched. Take a fluffy eyeshadow brush and a neutral brown shade and create a halo eye effect. That is just shading the inner corner and then the outer corner. Shake the outer corner of the eye so it looks kind of sharp. Same shade, lightly shade under the egg yolk cell. Should look something like this, and next define the egg yolk cell. I'm using the same brown eyeshadow on a smaller brush. Take your favorite liner. Mine is the Slim Liquid Eyeliner by Judy Doll. And we want to create like a cat eye effect. Start on the outer corner and draw a sharp wing. Make sure that the wing is slightly angled upwards. Inner corner liner, I'm going to make sure that this one is sharp as well. Bring it into your lower lash line, drawing a thin line all the way across. Next, take a dark brown pencil liner. This one is Tootsie from Urban Decay. Make sure that you sharpened it so the tip is at least a little bit sharp. You see how there's a little skin tone right above the line that I drew? We're going to fill that in. I have my crease as the guidelines, but I'm going to take the same liner and start from the wing that I created and just bring it over to my crease. It looks really hard, but if you don't like clench your hand super hard and you just like draw it on one go, that makes it so much easier. Sharpen out that line. Go over a few times so that when you look down it doesn't look patchy. And we're basically almost done. If I seem a little low energy today, it's because I went to the dentist today and I'm terrified of the dentist and it took me out. And I have my wisdom tooth surgery next week and I'm scared for my life. Anyways, next we're doing lower lash liner. I'm using my slightly bent Judy Doll liner. The bentness somehow does make it easier to draw on your lashes. Just start from the outer corner and work my way in. I do think I also have some black in my waterline, so I'm gonna go in very lightly. Taking a silver liquid glitter, this one is from Flower Nose, is shade 03. Right above where you drew your egg yolk cell line, put a dot right in the center. It is just a little dot, but I feel like it brings so much attention to the eyes. For this eye look specifically, I'm using the 99 Dreams Fantasy Lash. The wispiness really helps with the look. If you're Asian, the Unleasha Lash Curler is great for Asian eyes. Curl your lashes. Let's take regular lash glue. This one is from Huda Beauty. And I take tweezers and I take a little bit off of the end. It doesn't dry right away, so I like to kind of spread it around before applying it. I like to push them up with my fingers a little bit so it sets in place. And I think that's perfect. I completed the rest of my makeup off camera and this is the finished look. Don't you think that it's just like simple but also really eye-catching? That's what I like about it. Okay, bye! No, this was not an excuse for me to do more shopping. Unless... You guys liked my Girl Cult Lippy video last time, so who am I to deprive you of more? I got 6 more Girl Cult shades, so let's swatch them. Packaging, beautiful like always. And it's a black base with blue sparkles. Let's try it on. Immediately, the pigment is so crazy. How did they do that? Is that not insane? What the heck? This is literally just one tip because I literally didn't even put it back in here. How is it so pretty? With this eye look, I love making Girl Cult videos. It brings me so much joy. And it didn't even stain my lips. Next one I have is shade M70. This is like a red brown. First of all, that went on in 2 seconds and this was also one swipe. They're so comfortable. And this lippy also goes with my eye look. I think they might all actually go with my eye look, but we'll see. This one is more wearable than the last one, but it is slightly still a strange color. If you see someone walking by on the street, you'd be like, huh, I don't see that color around very often. Next one I have is like a deep wine red. This one is like a dry blood color with blue sparkles. It's so pretty. This video is not sponsored, by the way. I bought all the products with my own money. I'm a really big fan of Girl Cult makeup because it's just so beautiful. Next I have J809. It looks like this packaging. This one looks like a dark chocolate gloss. Yep. This is also one swipe. And this pigment for a gloss is crazy. I think it is a little similar to the last gloss I tried, so I don't know if I need both of them. Here is them side by side. I think I like the red one better because it's more complex, but this one is still very, very beautiful. I have 2 left. I can't believe it's already almost over. Brownish green shade in L10. Oh, it's a gloss. This one is the streakiest one I've tried. But if you work with it, you can still make it very even. This goes with my eye look so well. Given that I'm using the Girl Cult eyeshadow, but this is better than what I started the video with. It's almost like a mustardy brown shade, and with this eye look is so pretty. I can almost forgive that the formula is my least favorite so far. Crazy. Last one I have is shade L06. This is another reddish brown. It has some sparkles in it.
Oh, and same formula as the last one. This one is less streaky. Maybe just because it's not green and this is a more normal shade. Okay, this one is more different. I didn't realize I got such similar shades, but this one, I don't know if you can see the red sparkles in this, but this is an everyday shade for me. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Why is everything so pretty? I love unconventional lip shades, and I feel Girl Cult has done it again. What can I say? She's just that girl. Thank you for coming to my Girl Cult chill video number 2. Bye! Fuck! I just got my wisdom tooth removed and my dentist gave me a Xanax, so I'm so calm right now. I've never filmed a video without any anxiety, so let's unbox these. I have 5 of them. The ones I really want is the purple one, the black one, and this pink one. If I get the peanut or the chestnut, I'm gonna crash out. Or I might not, because I'm so relaxed. You can't tell I'm so excited for these. Oh. She's not my favorite, but she's actually really cute. This one is ghosty, and I didn't realize that her eyes were like slits with like a cat eye effect. Please, one of the ones I wanted, please. Oh my god. Ow. Ow. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Wow. I didn't think I was gonna like her this much, but she might be one of my favorites from the whole collection. No peanut or chestnut, so still pretty good. Oh, you want to be the black one so bad. Or the secret. I'd be okay with the secret too. Fuck. Fuck my stupid life. Yeah, okay, you know what? She's cute. I just don't think that she really belongs with this collection. What part of her is Halloween themed? Whatever, it's fine. If I get the chestnut, I'm gonna be really mad. Please. I'm manifesting right now. This is going to be the black one. Oh. What did I say? What did I say? Oh, she's really beautiful. I can't wait to hang her on my bag. This is the last one. I'm so nervous. Or maybe I'm not. I want the pink one. I want the pink one. I want the pink one. The red one. This one is another one of my favorites actually, but I already got her from the Pop Now. Damn, she's so cute. Yay! My new children, I'm so happy. I'm gonna spend the rest of today sleeping. Okay, bye. My undertone is green, like Shrek, so I wonder if green makeup would look good on me. I'm gonna put up some reference photos and let's get into it. I'm just experimenting with makeup today. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I wanna see how green looks on me. One of my favorite blushes is from Girl Cult. It looks brown, but it's really good on all the skin tones. When I was younger, my favorite color used to be green actually, and I don't know why, but as I got older, I started to dislike green. If you couldn't tell, my favorite color is black. If this look somehow makes me really like green makeup, I'm gonna be really surprised. Today, I'm using this Girl Cult eyeshadow. I don't have anything like this. What I like about all the references I have is that the green is everywhere. I do like that this is a pretty wearable green, but I feel like I need to go darker. Use some as contour. I don't really know how I feel about this look yet, but the darker green is going to go in the center. I think the bottom lash line really makes this look. Just a little bit more nose contour. I don't hate it, but the green and the pink is a little bit strange to me. It's kind of a heavy eyeshadow look, so I think it needs heavy liner. What's missing is I need to use some of this eyeshadow as blush. Let's start kind of lightly. Okay, it's giving moss. It feels fine to me so far, but maybe with freckles and lashes and lips, it'll look good. For freckles, I'm using Pseudo Labs Freckles. Take the stick and then you flick it on. The freckles definitely helped. And I have the perfect lip. But first, I'm taking the 2 shadows again. Shade around my lips. When you use unnatural shades, you should incorporate it into your whole face to make it look less crazy. I'm gonna line my whole lip with this. Okay, now the lip. I'm gonna darken it a little bit more. It might be growing on me, but I don't know about it complementing my skin tone along with this hair. Last but not least, let's do lashes. Okay, this is the finished look. Okay, I think it actually grew on me because I ate this up. Do I think green is my color? But I would definitely do this look again for like a goth night or something. Okay, bye!
Do we look like twins? Well, we're about to be because I'm gonna put her makeup on my face. You already know new Skull Panda just dropped, so I have to do her makeup. I love this collection so much just because it's Halloween themed. They're so cute. I'm using the NARS liquid blush in Aragon. Going in with powder blush. This is Peri Paris Afternoon Red. Whenever I need a red blush, this is always the one that I reach for. Okay, we're getting there. Some on the chin, some on the nose, a little bit too much on the nose, a little bit on the forehead. Not that you can tell. Don't forget to get the corners of your nose. She doesn't have this, but I'm gonna do it. Taking some concealer and then creating a inner corner highlight, like 2 half circles. For eyeshadow, I'm mainly using 3CE's Dry Bouquet. This pink shade and a little bit of this red. It kind of looks like she has a light wash. Ooh. There's more towards this front area right here. There's some underneath. Used the red to define my achial cell. Like this. This is my first video after my wisdom tooth removal. I haven't done my makeup in like a week and a half. Sometimes that means I can get rusty, so fingers crossed. Okay, this is the fun part. She has red liner and red lashes. This is KBD's Scarlet. And just look how much of her I've used. Let's draw on her liner. Bring it in a little bit more. And she doesn't have this, but it's my signature, so I need to draw my inner corner liner. And I'm gonna bring it across. She has 2 bottom lash spikes, so I'm gonna draw those on. The other one almost goes straight down. Wait, this is crazy, but my Huda Beauty lip liner gives me better lines. I think it's just because my KBD is drying up though. She doesn't have glitter, but I really want glitter. I'm gonna use this Danessa Myricks glitter. I give myself 1 flake from down here. See how it kind of brings attention to the eyes though? Other than the fact that my eyes are already red though. Next is lashes, and I painted these red, so I hope they actually come off as red. You can tell the red! Yes! I know it's only September, but this is the Grit Halloween inspo. Wait, I really like the red. I'm just gonna overline my lips a little bit. This is Warm Brown by Huda Beauty. First, I'm going to use Juicy's Vintage Brown. Only a little bit right here. Then this Flower Nose Lipstick in SO8. I'm only gonna use this in the center. Conceal these parts again. The finishing touch. This is the finished look. Not to pat my own back, but I think the red lashes really makes this look. Okay, bye! These are from a Korean brand called Entropy, and tell me why they sent me literally everything they had. And when I say everything, I meant every single shade. And while I would love to swatch them all for you, I think my lips would fall off. So we are going to swatch 6 of them. We have 3 different finishes, starting with Base Blurry. This is their satin matte finish. I wanted to try on some of their darker shades, because that's what I've been into recently. The first shade I'm going to try is Bronze Gem. It almost looks like a grayish brown. I just have to say, a Korean brand coming out with colors like this, and it's an accessory. Also, the slip with this look. It is super comfortable. It almost feels like I'm just wearing lip balm. And it does transfer. There's still a good amount on my lips. I think if you eat a meal though, it'll probably be gone. The next color is Garnet Gem. This one is like a red-brown color. Okay, this one is also super beautiful, but I think my favorite is the Bronze Gem. Yes, I know. Everything goes with this look. I'm so excited to finally try these. The next formula type is Glossy Gel, and this is in the shade Amber Charm. This one is like a purpley red. The reflection on this is by far the most wearable one so far. I thought it was going to be a stranger color, but it's so very, very pretty. Look at this shade. This one is in Beryl Charm, and I hope it's a mauvey gray. It definitely is a gray purple, but I did want to look more undead, like what the other one was giving me. In terms of formula, it is very comfortable. When I press my lips together, it almost feels like there's a film of water on top. I don't really know how to explain it, but it is pretty. The last formula is not a bag charm by itself. This is Entropy's Tool Gloss, and I said not by itself because they gave me a case where you can basically pop this out and then put another one back in there. You can make it a reusable bag charm. These are like glitter glosses or lip toppers, I believe. First one I'm going to try is in the shade Rogue. Looks like a grayish purple in the tube, but it is super sheer. The difference between these two is that this is just a gloss and this is a tint. The last shade is straight up grayish. This one is called Voila. I don't think that this is going to be very pigmented. Okay, I do really like this one. It did give my lips a little bit of a gray tint. Wait, this one on the bronze matte one? This is gonna be such a pretty color. I know it in my heart. And then the gloss on top. That's so pretty! This is what I'll be wearing for the rest of the day. This is not a sponsored video, but I did get these for free, so thank you so much, Entropy, for sending these over. Okay, bye! Get ready with me to look as unsettling as possible. Why? Because I can. And it's funny. And it's almost Halloween, so I want to scare some people. I saw this one post that was like, we need to bring back scary costumes instead of sexy costumes. And I was like, I could do both. Yeah, it's called Range. I'm fully aware that this is way too light for me, by the way. But for the sake of this video, yes, this is a glue stick. This is also inspired by the uncanny valley trend that was going on a few years ago. If I do this fast enough, maybe I can scare my dad with it. In case you couldn't tell, Halloween is my favorite holiday. It's like the one day out of the year. I'm crazy. It's the one day out of the year that you get to dress up and look however you want, or look freaking insane and people will probably compliment you. A lot of the times when I go out, I am like, what can I do to fit in? Or like, look more socially acceptable, even though I know I'm a weirdo at heart. Okay, typically probably not as weird as I'm about to look, but you know what I mean. Do you see? It's already coming together. The black is to make my eyes look larger. And I'm also wearing black contacts to enlarge them. Oh my god, my dad's coming.
Can I talk to you?
My dad just said that I don't look that scary. But also the look's not done. It must be so jarring to hear my voice come out of this face. Finishing touches. Ew. My hair looks like a mess, but I'm gonna put a wig over it, so it'll be fine. Low-key, I went to the bathroom to wash my hands and I scared myself. Ew. Ew. Nope, I did this to myself. I wanted to do this. But you know, this is like not a clean job whatsoever, but so jarring. I feel like if people did more makeup like this on Halloween, it would be so effective. Oh, the wig. Just slap that shit on. Okay, hold on. That has to be karma. Ow. The color difference, the color difference. Can you imagine being a kid at night and then going out and then seeing this? Excuse me, miss? If I was going to a Bridgerton ball, this is what my makeup would look like. My eyes are done, but where's the rest of her? What's that? I'm partnering with NYX Professional Makeup to bring you Regency Royalty Core. These shimmery blushes are from the Wallflower Blush Palette. And see how it's already saving my look? I don't even need any highlight. Unless I'm trying to be seen from across the ballroom floor. For finishing touches, we got Miss Angel Food Cake Royal Butter Gloss. And are we ready for the finished look? Oh my gosh! Everybody say thank you, NYX Professional Makeup and Bridgerton, for this collection. Today's theme is mold. I have been a fan of May Pang for so long, and this is her new palette. I literally purchased this the minute it dropped. I've never actually heard of Blend Bunny before, but today we're gonna play with it. Oh my gosh, and I've also met May at an event before. She was really sweet, and I got a selfie, of course. I'm really excited to see a palette in the Western market that has such unusual colors. I'm gonna go in with Velvet. I think I'm gonna create like a cut crease look. So far, this blends and builds super nicely. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been trying to play with more color recently. Next, I'm gonna take Spora and place this in the center and carefully blend out the edges. Can't figure out what I want to do for the last color. I'm taking Organic. This is going to go on the outside. Blend them together carefully with the orange. She looks a little crazy, but she's not done. Going in with Mildew. There is some fallout with these, but it's never really bothered me because place this in the outer crease. Wait, I still look kind of crazy, but I really like this. I'm gonna do a cut crease. This is concealer. Create a wing. It's coming together. Ooh, the hardest part is making it even. Okay, I think that's good. Set it really lightly with Oxygen. Just press her on there. Damn, she is white. A little bit of Fusarium right in the center. This is no eyeshadow primer, by the way. I've actually never used eyeshadow primer. I feel like a tropical bird. That palette doesn't have glitter, but I have to have glitter. This is my recent favorite palette for glitter. This is from Half Magic Beauty, and I put it together myself. I'm gonna use this corner shade and place it in the center. Ooh. I think I'm going to use Marrow. This is for my bottom lash line. For my Aegis style, I think I'm going to use Histo. Just draw them on. Okay, the eyeshadow is done. The eyes are already a lot, so I feel like my lips should be muted. Cute. I'm going to add some freckles. And this is the finished look. This looks more American than the makeup I usually do, but like low-key, I ate this. Get dressed with me to go to a Halloween market. The weather's getting colder in LA, so we're going for dark fall vibes. First things first, my Yoji skirt. I've been waiting for it to get cold enough to wear this again. Ooh, I missed her so bad. Next is this plain white dress shirt. I actually got this scarf off of Poshmark. And do we see her? Vivienne Westwood. I've been into scarves since like last fall. And I love black scarves and I love Vivienne Westwood. So when I saw her on the Poshmark app, I was like, oh, she's coming home with me. We gotta match the scarf. I have my Vivienne Westwood Saturn earrings. Oh, who, me? I feel like I need a jacket for this even though it's not that cold. This is my helmet laying leather jacket. I'm gonna try to tuck this in. I actually like it more draped over my shoulder like this. These are the rings for today. Last but not least, my favorite Uma Wang heels. And this is the finished look. What do we think? A lot of you did my angel look for Halloween last year, so here is a tutorial from yours truly on how to draw eyes on your face. And I really love seeing them, by the way. That was like my highlight of last Halloween. First, I'm taking Bleach Super Pomade from KVD. This is an off-white color to mimic the whites of your eyes. I usually like to line up my eye whites, so I will go down from here and then leave a mark. And same thing with the other side. Connect them. Build the shape of the eye. Create like a half oval shape. Here, I like to see if I've done it evenly. Usually if I put something up, I can see if they're symmetrical. And then I also like to measure like this, just to make sure they look even. I'm gonna find a shade that's similar to my contacts. Line this up with my real eye. Realize real eyes with my real eyes. I'm gonna recreate the eyeshadow on my second eye. Just do what you did on your regular eyes. Copy paste your eyeshadow, but like smaller. I went along the bottom with black, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. Create that black line. This is my fake egg cell. I used this glitter. I think I need a brush for this. Okay, next is the hard part. We are going to do eyeliner. I like to start at the beginning right here. Create my inner corner liner. If you see this white line, I will just follow it. You can totally do this without steady hands, by the way, because look at mine. They're just constantly shaky. I'm going to recreate the wing. Same thing for the bottom, just connect everything. Okay, let's draw the pupil. I like to make my fake eyes half lidded, so like a small half circle. And my contacts have like a lightning effect to them, so I'm gonna draw them in with black eyeshadow. A lot of it is looking at your real eyes and then copying it. Going back in with eyeliner to create the finer lines. I like to darken the eye whites a little bit, so I'm going to take a gray shade the eye whites. Next, I'm going to replicate my bottom lashes. This is my Ingold Judy Doll liner. I actually find it easier to draw on the fake ones than the real ones, to be honest. When drawing these on, I like to angle them outwards and flip them the other way when I get closer to the inside. Sometimes I skip this step, but people get mad at me if I do. This is clear gloss. Take some of it on a small brush and go over the inside of the eye, you know? So it gives a reflection like it's a real eye. Oh wait, I forgot. You see how my eye has one white sparkle? It's above my pupil. I'm gonna add that in the same spot. Next is lashes. For the fake eyes, I like to use shorter ones. You also don't need as many. Make sure that they are pointing upwards. And that is the finished eye. I think the hardest part is getting them symmetrical. But I think the eyes itself is not that hard. You can add your own like jewels, accessories, tears, whatever. And then at the end, you should get something like this. Today, I'm gonna turn myself into the undead, but like if they slayed. What does that mean? My inspo for today is actually AFK Journey. This is not sponsored. I've just been playing a lot recently, and the storyline is actually good. Basically, I love good character design, and what better time to do this than October? This feels like a crazy thing to be doing at 11:02 at night. Also, I don't want to see nothing about Homestuck in the comments. This is the exact paint I used to use. Okay, Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. If you're a visual learner, these are the parts that you highlight when you're getting glam. For contour, I'm gonna go with something gray. Honestly, I think maybe organic would work. Oh yeah, that's perfect. For highlight, I need something that's like pure white. Yeah, kind of feel like I'm just playing character creator with my body at this point. I want to create like bags, but also like diffused. I feel like this kind of makes me look human, and I don't like that, so I'm gonna go in with purple. This side has more red, this side has more purple. I think I like this side better. I'm gonna cover any traces of me being human. This is supposed to be undead if she slayed, so she's getting liner too. She needs some more glitter, and then she needs glitter on top of her glitter. Oh, I don't know about this, Chief. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like really unsure about this. Should I give up? No, I think it might be fine. She's giving Statue of Liberty. I'm literally doing the lips just to see if I can continue.
Okay, I think the lips are kind of pretty, so I'm gonna finish the look. And the lashes. Actually, what I think I need is more black. Okay, I think that looks better. Ooh, okay. If I put some black up here, I can make it look like I'm upset. Okay, this is the finished look. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I just needed to give myself the benefit of the doubt. You know, I think I ate this up actually. Okay, bye! I am moving! So, I don't really get to have an official Halloween this year because I am moving. So this is going to be my last official makeup look in this room and also my Halloween look. And I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm actually really sad about it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm super excited about the move and I feel like it was a long time coming. But also I feel like I'm mourning. I've been living in this apartment for literally 20 years now. And I have so many memories of this location with my friends, my family, my pets. I'm like packing and throwing away old middle school things and it's making me sad. I think I knew this was coming because I get really sentimental about places and items and people. But now that I'm here, I'm like... Like before filming this, I was like, this is actually my last look in this room. I'm gonna be slaying at my new place too, but I'm in my mourning period, I think. I'm super excited to show you guys more of the new space. It's a lot more space and I can do more things because this is literally my bed. I just be doing whatever in here. Clearly. In the future, you can expect more fit checks because I'll actually have the space to do it. I hope you guys know what my costume is by now. I'm like fully having deep conversations and reminiscing while I look like this. At least I'm slaying. I feel like this is the perfect last look. Also the perfect Halloween costume. And yes, you have to agree with me. I'm grieving. So this is the finished look. Peep the headband. Peep the shirt. Okay, happy Halloween, y'all. On to bigger and better things.
Look how cute. Fui just came out with and sent me their new vintage cola glosses. I'm gonna play with all 4 of them. Not sponsored, by the way. These colors are just really up my alley. So we have dirty cola and cherry cola. We're gonna try the dirty cola first. I believe the 30% just means that there's less pigment, so it's more sheer. And I got nothing on my lips. Oh my god. Oh my god. It smells like... It smells like Pepto-Bismol. No, I get that it's supposed to be cola though. Here is Dirty Cola 30%. It does look pretty basic, but this is a gloss I would typically wear. And I love Fui glosses, so... I can't get over that. It smells like Pepto-Bismol though. I am hoping that the 70% looks a little bit darker. Oh, yeah. This one is Dirty Cola 70%. My favorite gloss from Fui is actually right here. This is Fui's Scene Black. Literally like a dark purple / black gloss. You can use this to alter any lip shade to make it more muted. I'm just happy that they're coming out with more dark glosses, but I think they could still be a little darker. A little bit darker. Next is Cherry Cola 30%. This is redder than Dirty Cola. This one is kind of your average wearable red pink gloss. This would be a cute topper layered with other products if you wanted it to be slightly more red. Last but not least, Cherry Cola 70%. They all have the same smell, I think. Like, this is Cherry Cola 70%. I do wish the 70% on both of them were a little bit darker, but how pretty. I do just also love the concept of a cola gloss. I think that's so cute. Especially the packaging that it came with. I would literally just display them like this. Okay, bye!
Me personally, I'm a Vivienne Westwood girly, and I have Vivienne Westwood contacts. I have 3 shades and I'll be trying them out today. Currently, I have on the shade Ash, and these are monthly lenses. My only gripe so far is that they rotate in your eyes, so you kind of have to rotate them back manually, but they are super cute. The next one I have is Orb, which is really similar to Ash. They're both great, but the Orb has the signature Vivienne Westwood Saturn logo in it. I don't know if you can see, but I have Orb in this one and Ash in this one. This one is Orb in both eyes. The last one I have is Beige. These are similar to Ash, where they rotate a little bit. Honestly, I really like all 3 of them. I feel like I look pretty like, oh, she's the baddie. That's my little Vivienne Westwood contacts haul. Okay, bye!
The inspo for today is this pink makeup right here. Except I have to do it all within 30 minutes because I am late. First, I'm going in with NARS's Deep Throat Blush. Oh my god, I just realized I don't have any eyebrows. I feel like the gap between the makeup color and what I'm wearing is going to be cute. I love when I have 15 minutes to finish my makeup. Oh, it's so fun. And she doesn't have this, but recently I've been feeling like the makeup look isn't complete unless I add my little inner highlighter. So the highlight. Eyeshadow we're gonna use is blush again. Roughly cover my outer corners with it. Bring it a little bit. And want to shade my angel cell. Okay, I found this pink. This one is Huda Beauty's Mauve Obsession. I don't know if they sell this anymore. This is a very doing style move, but I like to draw a circle around my nose. It makes it look like I have a dainty tip of the nose. Most of her pink actually is concentrated under her eye. Damn, this is so pink. I use like a burgundy shade for my lower lash line. Same shade to draw on a double eyelid. I don't know why I suddenly sound like a cowboy. Cute. Very pink. Very pink. I think I like it. I just realized I forgot glitter and that's a crime. I would never leave the house without glitter. That's not true. I don't wear makeup most days. But when I do have makeup on, this is the Half Magic Beauty Glitter Puck. I'm just going to put on some pink. Really cute pink underneath. Cute. My lips, I'm just going to overline a little bit. Line it out with my finger. Line the bottom lip. Go on top of that with Rose Crushed Lip Oil from Ritual de Vie. I kind of like that this girl has concentrated colors of pink, so I'm going to try to mimic that. Hers is mostly under the lip and then on top right over here. Just like that. Freckle over this with powder so that it looks more natural. Last is lashes. I've been really into individual lashes lately. If anyone has recommendations for good ones, let me know. And this is the look for today. Very cute if I do say so myself. Okay, I gotta go. Bye! I genuinely don't know if I can do it, but today I'm going to try to recreate this makeup look.
It's so stunning. It's getting sickly, gorgeous, beautiful, undead. I'm gonna use my Cheer Up palette for this look, starting with this purple. Create like a halo effect. Leave the center open. Take this lighter purple on a fluffier brush. Lightly dust this and try to incorporate it. I'm also going to use this purple as my contour and some purple as my nose contour. Underneath as well. Taking the darker purple shade, draw in my eye bags. The undead part of this look comes from having even darker eye bags that go down like this way. It's like, wow, she's exhausted. Take the softer purple again, buff around the second eye bags. She looks kind of crazy. Next, I'm taking black, take off the excess, go over the darker purple parts on my upper lid. Make sure that this is as controlled as possible because black can be an unforgiving color. For the center, this red-black shade, damp it on with my finger. Applying another glitter on top, maybe this one too. Be careful not to cover the red. That's covering the red too much. Adding on more red. I like using my fingers to apply glitter just because I feel like it goes on better. A little more purple for my under eye bags. Taking a thin brush and the darkest purple, outline my under eye bags. Line my waterline with black eyeshadow. Silver brow bone highlight. Glitters in this palette are so good. Make a small wing that goes outwards more than upwards. And by small, I mean not that small. We wear makeup in this household. Taking this grayish white blue shade. Apply this to my inner corners. Oh god, that's pigmented. Sparingly apply this to my inner corner. Little inner corner liner. A small sliver of that red along the bottom. There's glitter like everywhere. Draw on some lower lashes. I'm gonna make these long and straight because that's what she has. Using these individual lashes from 99 Dream. Last but not least, I need a nudish lip. I'm using Roman's Deepen War. It needs to be less saturated, so this is Fouille's Scene Black. And I need to go to the salon, but this is the finished look.
So this isn't my usual type of video, but my mental health has not been that great recently, and I wanted to show what I usually do when I feel this way. I've struggled with mental health issues for as long as I can remember, and I am putting on makeup, but that's usually not the answer. My hands are shaking because I'm not used to talking about things like this. Oh my god, stop. Me personally, I can kind of tell when I start feeling a little bit off, when I start sleeping a lot more, or when I stop posting. Usually that's because being perceived is the last thing that I want to do when I feel like this. Today I am going to play with makeup because I have an event to go to. I've also brewed myself some tea in my Hachiwara cup. I got up and I took a shower. That's usually the hardest part for me. getting up, and also taking a shower. Going to an event is the last thing that I want to do today, but sometimes you just have to kind of force yourself to do it, and it does make you feel better. Unfortunately, socializing and meeting your prior obligations does help. I bought myself some new makeup so I can play with something new today. I do find that trying new things within my passion tends to make me feel better, and I haven't bought makeup in a while, so why not? I've also been rewatching Fullmetal Alchemist. I just like to rewatch shows that hit me hard, you know? And I have it on the side just in case I want to stop talking at any point. This is a hot topic event, so I'm gonna do like a smoky look. I know that mental health is kind of a stigmatizing topic, but for people that have chronic conditions, it's kind of just a way of life. So I am putting myself out there to be perceived today. These glitter liners are what I actually wanted to play with today, and I don't know if you can tell, but they're like super glittery. Not exactly ideal, but you can still do makeup with shaky hands. For lips, I wanted to do a dark brown lip liner with a nuder shade. I've never tried this before, so... This is a lip combo. I do feel like I have to practice it a little bit more. It is slightly giving butthole lip. I just changed and this is the look for today. There is no like greater explanation for this video. It's kind of just like a day in the life. I know I'm not the only one that has days or weeks like this. So yeah, you know, we do what we can.